Samsung has always been at the forefront of innovation, and the upcoming Galaxy S25 series could have introduced a groundbreaking safety feature that has the potential to save lives. According to leaked files and a deep dive into the code, Samsung is set to implement car crash detection on its Galaxy S25 lineup. This feature, already available on Pixel smartphones, automatically detects car accidents and alerts emergency services, making it a valuable addition to any smartphone. Interestingly, this isn't the first time Samsung has explored the idea of car crash detection. Evidence suggests the company has been working on this technology for quite some time. Older models running One UI 5.1 even contain a hidden system app with code referencing a car crash sensor. Despite these early efforts, the feature never made it to the final product, leaving users to wonder why it wasn't released. Now, the Galaxy S25 series seems poised to change that narrative. Leaked files from the Galaxy S25 Ultra provide compelling evidence of this new feature. Specifically, the files mention a car crash detect wake-up sensor. This isn't just any sensor. It's a composite sensor that integrates data from multiple other sensors within the phone to deliver a highly accurate assessment of potential car crashes. By combining inputs like motion detection, speed, and sudden deceleration, the phone can recognize when an accident occurs and react accordingly. While these revelations are exciting, it's worth noting that the feature is not yet live on any Galaxy S25 devices. Currently, there's no mention of car crash detection in the settings, no reports from early testers, and no evidence of a soft rollout. This suggests that Samsung is still refining the feature to ensure it functions flawlessly before making it publicly available. Why is this development such a big deal? Car crash detection can be a literal lifesaver. Imagine being in an accident and unable to reach your phone to call for help. With this feature, your Galaxy S25 could automatically contact emergency services, potentially reducing response times and saving lives. It's a safety net that you hope never to use, but can't ignore the importance of. Samsung's move to include this feature also positions it more to exceed what's available on other platforms. Still, it's worth questioning why it took so long for Samsung to adopt this technology. With competitors already offering crash detection, many have wondered what caused the delay. It's possible that Samsung wanted to ensure the feature met their high standards before release. If that's the case, we can expect a polished and reliable implementation when it eventually goes live. As we await official confirmation and more details, one thing is clear: the Galaxy S25 series is shaping up to be a significant release for Samsung. Alongside expected hardware and software upgrades, the inclusion of safety features like car crash detection highlights the brand's dedication to innovation and user well-being. So what are your thoughts? Do you think car crash detection will become a must-have feature on smartphones? Or is it just another addition to the growing list of capabilities that most users might ever need? Let us know in the comments. And if you're as excited about the Galaxy S25 series as we are, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more updates on Samsung's upcoming flagship lineup. Heavyweights in the smartphone world, Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max and Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra. Both of these phones push the boundaries of mobile technology, offering cutting-edge features and exceptional performance. But which one takes the crown as the best big phone of 2024? Let's dive in and compare them side by side. Design. Starting with the design, both phones have distinct looks that reflect their brand identities. The iPhone 16 Pro Max stays true to Apple's iconic rectangular shape with flat sides and soft corners. This year, it features an even slimmer bezel, allowing for a larger 6.9-inch display. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra, on the other hand, keeps its sleek, curved edges and integrates the ever-popular S Pen, a feature unique to Samsung's Ultra series. Size-wise, the differences are minimal. The iPhone 16 Pro Max measures 163mm at 77.6mm, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra is slightly shorter, but a bit wider at 162.3mm at 79mm. That extra width allows room for the S Pen, which gives Samsung an edge in productivity. Apple, however, introduces something new this year: the camera control button, a capacitive touch key that allows for zooming and other camera controls with a swipe. When it comes to color options, Apple sticks with its sophisticated muted tones: white, black, natural, and the new Desert Titanium. Samsung goes for more variety with options like Titanium Violet and Yellow. And for those ordering through Samsung's website, you get access to exclusive colors like Titanium Blue and Green. Display. Now, onto the display. Both phones deliver top-tier screen technology. The iPhone 16 Pro Max boasts a 6.9-inch OLED display with a buttery smooth 120Hz refresh rate. As with the iPhone 15 Pro series, you also get the always-on display feature, which lowers the refresh rate to just 1 Hz when the phone is idle. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra isn't far behind with its stunning 6.8-inch AMOLED display that also supports 120Hz refresh rates and an always-on feature. One advantage Samsung brings is an anti-reflective coating, making outdoor visibility much easier in bright sunlight, something the iPhone lacks. Both displays are breathtakingly vibrant, but there are subtle differences in color. The iPhone 16 Pro Max tends to lean towards warmer yellowish tones, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra has a cooler, more tealish hue. A standout feature for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is its ability to drop its brightness to just 1 nit for easier nighttime viewing, great for late-night scrolling. Performance. Now let's talk about what's under the hood. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is powered by Apple's latest A18 Pro chip, built on a second-generation 3nm process. This makes it incredibly efficient, with significant improvements in heat dissipation and sustained performance compared to its predecessor, the A17 Pro chip. Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra is no slouch either. It runs on the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 chip, custom-tuned for Galaxy devices. While the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 performs well, especially in gaming and graphics-intensive tasks, it tends to throttle a bit sooner than Apple's A18 Pro under extreme stress. In benchmark tests, the iPhone 16 Pro Max leads in CPU performance, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra takes the edge in 3D graphics, scoring slightly higher in peak performance. However, Apple's new chip excels in long-term sustained performance, so if you're planning on pushing your phone to its limits, the iPhone may have a slight edge. Camera next. Let's discuss one of the most critical aspects of any flagship phone, the cameras. The iPhone 16 Pro Max features a 48-megapixel main sensor paired with a new 48-megapixel ultra-wide sensor and a 12-megapixel telephoto lens with 5x optical zoom. Apple has also introduced a new lens coating to minimize lens flare, addressing a common complaint in previous models. On the flip side, Samsung's Galaxy S24 Ultra brings its camera game with a 200-megapixel main camera, a 50-megapixel zoom lens, a 10-megapixel telephoto camera with 3x zoom, and a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor. Samsung has packed in more megapixels, but remember, megapixels aren't everything. The iPhone tends to produce more natural-looking photos, whereas the Galaxy S24 Ultra sometimes leans into oversaturation, delivering more vibrant images. In low-light photography, both phones perform exceptionally well, but Samsung's larger sensor can capture more detail in some scenarios. For video, the iPhone takes the crown with its 4K recording at 120 frames per second, ideal for capturing stunning slow-motion footage. While Samsung's camera app offers tons of customization, Apple's new camera control button provides a more intuitive experience for videographers. Battery life and charging. In terms of battery life, the iPhone 16 Pro Max packs a 4,685 mAh battery, while the Galaxy S24 Ultra edges it out with a 5,000 mAh battery. Both phones are more than capable of lasting through a day of heavy use, but Samsung's slightly larger battery may give it a slight advantage. When it comes to charging, Samsung takes the lead. The Galaxy S24 Ultra supports 45-watt wired charging compared to the iPhone's 20-watt charging speed. Samsung also has reverse wireless charging, which allows you to charge other devices like earbuds on the back of your phone, something Apple's iPhone 16 Pro Max doesn't offer. Software. Lastly, let's compare software. Both iOS and One UI are polished, mature operating systems, but they offer different user experiences. The iPhone 16 Pro Max is a fantastic choice. But if you're looking for more customization options, better charging speeds, and love the idea of an S Pen, Galaxy S24 Ultra might be the perfect phone for you. Ultimately, both of these phones are top-tier devices with a ton to offer. Whichever one you choose, you're getting a powerful, feature-packed smartphone that will keep you ahead of the curve in 2024.